So I'm gonna slow down. YouTube, I said I was going live every morning, documenting my journey. And here we are again. I'm not gonna wait for a lot of people to come up. I'm going to just do what I said I was gonna do. So today is Tuesday, the 4th of August. It's my niece's birthday. Shout out my niece. Happy birthday, Angel. But I found a park around the corner from where I'm staying temporarily in Georgia, and it has water. So I'm out for a morning walk. Here's the thing about this journey that I'm on. It's a journey of alignment. It's a journey creating migrate. Migrate, meaning the life that God predetermined for me. And the only way that I can do that is by aligning with God's purpose and plan for my life. And I align with God's purpose and plan for my life by making adjustments to my spirit, mind, and body, making sure that I stay in agreement with myself. So here's the thing. Blessings to you, ladies. So here's the thing. The first couple of days was extremely challenging because I had got uprooted. I was uprooted from the place that was home to me and came to a place that was unfamiliar. And I'm gonna tell you what's so wild and a blessing at the very same time. I've read at least 3 times in the past week how God told Abraham to get out from among his family and go to a country that he was sending him to. Now, this is not a different country, but it is a prelude to some things, and that I'm sure of. And as challenging as the first couple of days was, I found some solace yesterday. Actually, after the live that I did here, I found a grounded state and space. I'm in this new park, so I'm like exploring, trying to see the way that I should go. So bear with me. But I found a grounded space, meaning in order to align, you gotta have tools, right? In order to make adjustments, you have to have tools. And I got a plethora of them. It is what I've built my coaching business on, making minor adjustments. Oh, that's why the lady went that way, because it's a whole lot of geese boo-boo over here. Because I was watching her go one way, but I'm like, well, let me see what's this way. A lot of geese boo-boo. So I'm going to tiptoe through the doo-doo and just not step in it. And be careful. But this journey is about making adjustments and about having the tools to make the adjustments, right? So here's what I know. A lot of people don't even know the tools that they need in order to ground themselves. I got them. Starting first of all with water in the morning. Like, even if you don't have the system, starting your day drinking water. Like, it hydrates you. It aligns you. It flushes out toxins. It begins the process of cleansing your system and your palate oh, that's exactly why she walked this way. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna tiptoe over here. Y'all work with me. Give me a minute, because I can't keep watching the ground. I want to talk to y'all too. So I just didn't want to follow her. Blessings to you. I just didn't want to follow her because I didn't know, but now I see exactly why she came this way, because she's familiar with this area. I'm not. But when I tell you, you can build anything with the right tools. You can build a house with the right tools. You can build a life with the right tools. And I don't care where you are. So this journey for me right now in this season is me learning, because God had me write a book, Create Your Great. Hashtag you don't get what you want, you get what you create. I wrote that book in 2019 as an assignment. I gave God my son, and God gave me an assignment. I said, if you watch over him, don't give him no jail time, and spare his life because he was going down this path, I said, I'll do whatever you want me to do. A couple years later, this book came out of me. Now, here's the truth about the book. I didn't even try to sell it initially, y'all. I didn't even try to sell it initially. But the following year after I wrote it, and my ex-husband moved out, turn guy, let's see, explains the whole Bible. Hold on for a second. Um, I had, the year after my ex-husband moved out, I read the book that I wrote. Now, I knew what was in it, but this is why I read it, because my life had got turned upside down. And in the book I said, I don't care where you are in your life, if you keep a strong connection with the Lord, seeking Him daily. Blessings, little people. I love your hair puff. Thank you. If you keep a strong connection with the Lord, once you do, if you're in the presence of God, God not just like not talking, or He not just saying, hey girl, hey, or hey, hey. There is always an assignment. So once He comes, it is our responsibility to strengthen our minds, take care of our bodies. That's all we have, y'all, spirit, mind, and body. So here's what it looked like for me over the past couple days. The first couple days, I just made sure I had the food that I needed to eat. Hold on, you said, let's turn to God. Season explains the whole Bible. Well, God will explain the Bible. God will explain the Bible if we listen to Him. The Bible is God. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. The Word was God. And since God desires to have a relationship with us, if we learn to quiet ourselves, then we can hear the voice of God. And I'm not saying that we don't need anybody else to explain to us, or to enlighten, or to expound on some things. But what I am saying is, if you quiet yourself, the Spirit of the living God is on the inside of you, and He will explain to you. He is a comforter. He is a teacher. He is a counselor, the Holy Spirit. So the first couple of days, and even yesterday when I was on this live, I saw that I was still kind of up, like not, and I was working really, really hard to get grounded. And this is not a me trying to show y'all that I'm grounded. This is me trying to get grounded and then show y'all how I did it. Because the world will take your soul. It'll snatch your soul. You can't break my soul. That's its entire intention. The enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. Not just your life, your purpose, your family, your dreams, your ambitions. The enemy is coming to steal everything. And listen, and he can't if you are chosen and covered by God. But what he can do is distract you in a way that you'll forget, or you'll just be frustrated to no end. So that's why it's important to stay anchored in your soul, renewed, sound mind, and your body physically fit. So the first couple of days, what I did was I just made sure, because I got a strong morning routine, y'all. My morning routine, like, I start with open water. I have this tea concoction that I drink with pineapple skins and turmeric and ginger, lime. I start adding cloves to it. All those things are anchors to me. So I went to the grocery store and got all the things that I needed, just to give me not a resemblance of home, because what I know now, you hear people say that home is where the heart is. Like, I left my home and I'm not going back. That's wild to me. But in the interim, everything that I need, I have it in abundance. Like God is with me. All the things that are healing to my body, my mind, and my spirit, I have them. And I'm using the tools, and they're getting me closer to Not a grounded because I feel like I'm grounded already. Just aligned within myself because this is not a rush journey. This is not a journey that I'm rushing. This is a path that I'm taking, and this is a life that I'm creating. So I'm gonna honor my word. I said I was gonna get on here and document and share my journey. But I just wanted you all to know, like, even from yesterday, I realized that I have everything that I could possibly need, right? Like, I was joking, but not so much, saying that I don't have an address. If you don't have an address, what does that make you? If you don't have an address, what does that make you? One could say homeless. But the place that I'm staying temporarily, like the bathtub is amazing. Like uh, I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm learning the truth of the book that I wrote. I'm learning the truth of it. As long as you have these three things, because that's all you are. We came here with nothing and we're going to leave with nothing. But if you're going to follow God, if you're going to follow Jesus, he say, follow me. I remember one of his disciples said, Lord, can I go and bury my father? He said, nope. Can I go and bury my father first? Blessings to you. He said, nope. Let the dead bury the dead. And this is for women. If you're still here, or if you stay this far in the video, I want to say this because as women, we do have a position as nurturers and caretakers and givers. And the hardest thing that I did was leave my grandchild and my son. My son is not, I mean, he's an adult, but he's still my son. And I want to be there for him and make sure that he has the things that he needs and is continue to grow and develop. But I gave him to God some years ago, and me giving my son to God, I cannot take him back. And if God tells me to do something, I got to do it, right? And so the other day, I think it was after I got off live with you all, I'm not sure. But I had a conversation with the Most High because my soul was hurting in knots because of me being in this new place, this unfamiliar and unsure place. And so I cried out, blessings, hey sweetness. So I cried out to God, right? And had some, this is one of the things, I love so many things about God, but this is one of the things I love about God. You can definitely go boldly to the throne of grace. Boldly. And I talked to God about how I felt about leaving my grandbaby. And then as I was talking to him, I started asking myself, is this selfish? Because somebody tried to make me feel like I was being selfish. They were like, they were trying to make me feel like I was being selfish. And there is selfish, there is self-care, and there's self-preservation. And in my mind, I thought about that. This is not either, because I'm not preserving myself. I am obeying the voice of God, because there is a reason that he created us. And I cannot shake that, because I now know what the reason he created me for. And my purpose is to help other people, primarily women, but the tools are transferable, find their purpose. I started out talking about tools, the tools that I have. If you make these minor adjustments daily, you will end up exactly where you're supposed to be. Now, it is a continuous journey of making minor adjustments. You don't ever arrive on this journey, but keep going. Be willing to listen. Be willing to, I read this morning in Proverbs, don't despise the chastening of the Lord, because whom the Lord loves, he corrects. I've heard so many people on this journey that I'm on saying that they know what they're supposed to be doing, but they just won't do it. They're like, I'm just being disobedient right now. I'm going to do it. And that's scary to me. It is, because if God has shown you, I'm not him. But if God has shown you what he created you to do, and you just like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. Y'all heard the story of Jonah. I ain't saying he gonna put you in a fish, but don't go on no boats. I'm just saying, don't go on no boats right now. That's all I'm saying. Because in all seriousness, he knows all. He loves us more than we can ever love ourselves. He knows us better than we can ever know ourselves. He is the beginning and the end. And if you can hear his voice and he's telling you to do something, I just say, listen, lean in. Lean in, because first of all, everybody does not get the honor and the privilege or has the ability to hear the voice of God. So I know I kind of rambled today, and I just primarily want to get on here. And because I said I'm out doing my walk. This is my first time walking in this park that I found around the corner from the place that I'm staying. And I am just aligning myself. I'm just staying in alignment and agreement with myself. After I do this, I'm going to get back to the house, and I'm focusing on my streams of income. I got several, and ain't none of them popped yet. And so I'm just putting some things in place so that I can send for my grandbaby and my son sooner than later. So I want to get to this walk. Thank you all for joining. Because there's some people out here. Y'all know I'm all about connecting. Because I'm in Atlanta now. They don't know who I am and they don't know what I offer, but I bet they need it. So I'm gonna tune out to y'all, and I'm gonna tune in to them. Until tomorrow, if the Lord says the same. Y'all, peace. Be multiplied. Thank you for joining.